we're talking about this new way of life and, a new way of work. What do you think employees and even future employees, the ones that are just getting out of college, what would they be looking at when they're going to choose their potential employer that they want to get into? Has that changed over the last 12 months?
Kiran, I think one thing that I have seen evolve, and it's not just because of the last 1 year.
Yeah,
Last 1 year has probably acted as a catalyst in
sure.
accelerating few things that a lot of good companies do. Uh,
Okay.
I think few things that stand out over the last couple of years, we're seeing an upswing, and I'm seeing a lot of great companies adopting and intentionally talking about them and practicing those things are um, how do you demonstrate and walk the talk on corporate social responsibility? How
Okay.
do you make a difference to the community where you work and where you
Okay.
set up your business operations? So I think that's something that I see the younger generation talking about, looking forward to. How do you play a responsible role in
Yep.
contributing and paying it forward as a corporate? I think that's an agenda I see a lot of youngsters who are in colleges finishing their MBAs and are looking for future career options. They do
Yeah.
they do check how this organization works in that space
Very
and give
interesting.
back to society.
Yeah.
Second area, which continues to be on top of people's mind, is from technology adoption. How this organization is evolving itself to become digital in nature, not just for the customer but for itself. How is it adopting and imbibing a digital way of working? Because let's face it, 20 years back, our life from a digital enablement standpoint was pretty restricted. In fact,
Yeah.
it's not even there. None of us knew there is a concept of digital payment. Everybody thought if you have to do anything to do with money, you have to be standing in a line in a bank,
Yeah.
right?
Like Yuvraj's checks.
Yeah,
Like
that has
checks.
dramatically changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did have ATMs, which is for that age. By the way, 20 years back, even ATM was disruptive, right? But think about it. Now we talk about
Right.
Paytm, which
Yeah.
is a dramatic shift, and and all the folks who are looking for either job shifts or are looking for working for the first time, they're looking for how does this organization leverage digital and make my life, if not worse, better than what it is while I'm not working with them. So it shouldn't be that
Right.
I work in an organization where I become less digital than what I am, or I have to work in a way which is completely different from the way I'm used to. It's like somebody
Yeah.
told me that the youngsters now would rather get an instruction through a WhatsApp or a social media app than getting an email giving them the instructions of what to do. Now, it's pretty
Wow.
dramatic
Yeah.
for all of us, right? Getting
Yeah.
a notification from email still has that clout of being formal. And suddenly have a generation which says, I don't read emails. Who reads emails? I live in a world of short messaging. 40 number text is good enough for me. Just give me instructions like this. Um, I guess it's very important that we realize that our target audience is looking for organizations which are technology savvy, which adopt new ways of working, which are leaders in helping clients adopt this way of working.
Yeah.
I think that's the second part. The third part is about inclusion, acceptance for diversity, the ethics of being in the business, and how ethical the organization is. I think that matters a lot.
Right.
uh, you expect that an organization which is listed publicly, you obviously come up with certain expectations that okay, there is stability, I will get financial independence thanks to this organization being stable. So if you make those choices, and on which a lot of organizations tick, these three things then start mattering. And the fourth and the last one is, how does this organization invest in me being a better professional? So is it
Yeah.
about I bring my skills today and that's where I stagnate, and all my life I have to now uh,
Right.
look over and figure out if technology is going to replace me or somebody else is going to replace me? Or is the organization invested in making my career, as long as I put an effort, as
Right.
long as I am able to um, opt in and then say, I am willing to work hard, Then is the organization open to give me feedback, support my development journey, be open about giving me feedback, and tell me what are my options, and then guide me in that journey. The hard work will be done by me. Just
Yeah.
be honest and timely, right?
Right.
So
Right.
these are my views. Again, these four things, from an outside in view, when I talk to young professionals who are either aspiring to join the workforce, or those I talk to as part of my connections through different forums I connect with. This is a pattern I'm seeing. These are the three, four things that really matter to people today when they're switching jobs or they are
Yeah.
looking for their first job.